Hey everybody. So during the week, I'm a day trader. And I can tell you Monday through Friday when I wake up, I wake up kind of like, I don't want to do anything today. That's just kind of my normal, how I feel when I wake up, right? I get into the day trading. I got to focus. I got to be very disciplined. It's work, and it pays the bills. When I wake up on Saturday and Sunday morning, the days I'm going to go driving, I wake up excited. I get up, I take a shower, I make my coffee, I drive down to the Arco, fill up my car, I turn on my app, I'm going. So in this video, I'm going to share with you the 5 real reasons. It's not the money, but the 5 real reasons I think we love the driving. We love rideshare driving. And stick around. At the end of the video, I'm going to share some deep, intimate thoughts about my last days on Earth. All right? So that should be interesting. Hey everybody, it's Jay Crater with the RideShare Guy. That's my logo, Nomad J. My daughter made this Yeti mug for me, and she had that etched into it. It's pretty cool. So you would think after 28,000 rides, I would know why I love rideshare driving so much. But yes, a few days ago, I just had this realization that it's not the money, and it's not really just the passengers. There's some more fundamental components to it, and I'm going to run through those in this video and see if these ring true for you as well. All right, so let's get into it. Number 1, we like it because it's simple. Okay, I think as human beings we like simple things. I had a paper route. My first job was at the age of 13. I had a paper route. And being a rideshare driver is actually easier than having a paper route at the age of 13. I mean, delivering the papers was, throwing them on the porch was fine. That's when I actually learned to get up early because I had to get up at 5 o'clock to deliver all the papers before I went to school. But then I had to go and collect money from all the people. I had to go knock on their doors. If they were not home, I had to come back and I had to convince them to pay me. And it wasn't that simple. Being a rideshare driver is very simple. We drive, people get in our car, we drive, we drop them off, they're happy, we're happy, super simple. So that's one thing. We like it because it's simple. Number 2, we like it because we get to be of service. So we are helping people get something done, right? Someone's going to pay for an Uber. They're doing something. They're either going to work, they're going to the airport, they're going on a romantic date. They're going to go see somebody, maybe a relative who's not doing well. Sometimes I drop people off at like convalescent, homes, things like that. So there's something inherent in us that we feel good when we help other people do something. So I think that's a core value. We love to be of service. Now, as you grow up in life, you realize that not everything is great if it's immediate, right? We learn how to delay gratification in a lot of different areas. And as adults, that really pays off. But I think we like things, now, right? We want to know now and feel good now. And we get that all the time with driving. We may see a beautiful sunrise or a sunset. We get to immediately talk to somebody who's happy that they got in the car. If it's raining outside, they get into a car and it's dry. They like it, right? And they like it, and then we like it because it feels good. So we get this immediate gratification. I think that's the third reason we love this job so much. Number 4, we love it because it gives us stories. Now, this may not apply to everybody, but I like to be sitting around a table and I like to have things to contribute. Interesting things to say. And being a rideshare driver constantly feeds me with stories, right? I remember this passenger who said this, or I remember that passenger who did this, or on the ride, this passenger did this. And it just makes us more interesting, right? And that's number 5, is that all these experiences that we have makes our life more interesting. So I said I would talk about my last days on Earth. So when I think about my last days on Earth, and I really hope that's another 37 years from now, okay? I'd like to live to be 100. Here's my goal, everybody out there, RideShare Guy land. I'm 63. I'm working really hard to stay healthy, to keep this body going to the age of 90. At the age of 90, I'm going to really have to kick it into a lower gear and still squeeze out another good 10 years. I want to be able to walk and, do all the normal things. And then when I get to 100, we're done. We're done. So, but in those last years, when I'm looking back, I'm not able to physically go out and do all the things that I can do now. I asked myself, what will I look back on and say, wow, that was really great. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to look back on my, 7 years of rideshare driving and say, that was pretty great. That was interesting. That was something that really kind of stood out versus all the other stuff that I did, right? I've always been a business person, work different companies and doing different things. And this is different, right? This is way different. None of my buddies are driving for Uber and Lyft. And they don't have the stories that I have. And I don't have the experiences that I have. And I think I'll look back on this and say, that was a good decision I made. And I'm really glad I did it for a while and, really contributed to me having a more fulfilling life. So I think when I'm on my last kind of what they call your deathbed, you're looking back from your golden years at life. I think we'll all look back on this and say, that was pretty cool. That was a pretty cool thing we did, while it lasted, right? Some point, I'm pretty sure they're going to have driverless cars, so we won't have this job anymore. So it's great that we get to do it while we can. So what are the key takeaways? And we get paid for this. So that's a takeaway. But what I've tried to share with you are some of the more fundamental human guttural reactions that we have to this driving that make us feel good and have us wanting it to do it more. And we get paid for it. Not everybody's had an opportunity to travel as much as I have. And all over the world, I take, taxis and Ubers and Grabs and whatever service they have. And I always feel like I'm a part of a club, right? I always tell them that I drive for Uber and Lyft in America, and immediately we're connected, right? And he knows I know what he does, and he knows that he knows what he. Anyway, you understand what I'm saying. So it's fantastic, right? It's a bond, and I think it's a bond because we all kind of get that there's something unique about this kind of work. It's not like other jobs, right? So it's pretty special. All right, so that's what I got for you today. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet to our YouTube channel, subscribe. We'll bring you great content all week long, and that's great. So you'll go ahead and have a great day. I always say go out and tell somebody you love them. We don't say that enough. It's my personal feeling, and it really can light somebody's day up, right? So you go out and be safe out there. Thanks so much. See you next time. Bye-bye.